Hello and welcome to the Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. I know that it has been about close to 5 days, I think, since I last made a video, maybe even a week. Um, just want to apologize to those who follow my channel. Like I said, I'm at the 2 month mark now. I know I've had some views, hundreds of views, and I know only about 11 of you have subscribed, but I still want to make that apology. To be honest, we kind of focused in on, my wife had to go and get checked for breast cancer. Um, so luckily, the mammogram and stuff, they said that it's I'm trying to remember what the word is, non-radiant or radiant or something like that. But anyways, they said come back in 6 months. Like there's cancer cells there, but they're non something right now. Come back and check in back in 6 months, get it looked at again. So not entirely out of the clear on that, but because she does have lumps like on her breast and in her armpits. But I think we're gonna probably go get a second opinion. But the NBA playoffs started last night, and here I am to make a video. I will do these videos when I can and when I have time. But anyways, let's get into it. Um, Last night, the Boston Celtics um, shut down the Wizards in their 7-8 matchup game of this play-in tournament, which I'm not a fan of. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I am not a fan of this play-in tournament crap. I know everybody's excited. Oh, we got the Lakers versus Golden State, bro. Shut up. Just shut up. You think you're gonna have that every year? You think you're gonna have teams like that with players like that every year for seeds 7 through 10? No. And if you think that, then you're lying to yourselves. Like the end of story, you be lying to yourselves if that's what you think. Now, I'm gonna try to. I'm trying to get my tripod here. Just does not want to cooperate at all with me, and I know my screen's a little bit like. Yeah, let's try to straighten it. I keep trying to straighten it out, and the tripod does not want to work with me at all. Hopefully that's a little bit straighter. All right, let's just do that from here, like that right here. All right, here we go. As you can see, I got my TV to the right. This is my my channels. You know, this is where I stream, and also this is where I play games, watch TV, and stuff like that in the man cave. But anyways, um, let's continue. I Look, good job Celtics for beating the Wizards 118-100. Mainly because Jason Tatum dropped 50 points on him last night. Not shocked. Not shocked at all. Celtics are better than the Wizards. Point blank. Let's be serious. Um, and probably, I don't even know how, because people, this could be the year that you all do not see Russell Westbrook in the NBA playoff. I mean, I don't count this as playoffs, guys. These little play-in tournaments ain't playoffs to me. I don't count it, okay? I really don't. I think it's a joke. It's a top 8 seeds. If I had a 10th seed get in and a 7 and an 8 seed had a winning record, and a 9 and a 10 seed was like 10 games below 500. Somebody in the comment section here tell me where in the hell they deserve the right to be in the playoffs as a 7 or 8 seed. It's a farce. This is an utter damn joke, man. I mean, I'm kind of glad that happened because look, the Wizards are 4 games below 500. The Celtics are 500. So thank God that they won theirs because they should be in. They have a better record. Point blank and simple, people. Let's keep this cutthroat. I'm not here to make a debate out of this. This is a joke. This is just to make extra revenue for the league, and that is it. That is it, and that is it. I don't need the commissioner or anybody in the league to tell me anything different. You're fucking lying. You can word it however you want to word it. This is just to bring in extra money and extra revenue, and it's a fucking joke. It is a fucking joke. The year that I see a fucking 10th seed get in, and their record is abysmal to 7 and 8s. I'm probably gonna start a petition to just not watch. I'm gonna fight against the NBA, and I'm gonna try to get people to follow me on this, and I'm gonna try to start a movement where we just boycott the NBA because these people and these players work their ass off all year long. They are away from their families for a long periods of time during the NBA season, and they do it to win a title and have a chance to win a title. And for a 7 and 8 seed to be booted out by a team that doesn't even have a respectable record to theirs, they don't have a better record than theirs, is asinine. It's asinine. So what? Those players on those other teams, yeah. What happened to the family? You all ain't in the playoffs. I thought you all were the 7th seed. Oh yeah, honey. We was, but the NBA commissioner and the NBA thought it'd be a good idea to fuck us. That'd be a great conversation. Just an amazing conversation. NBA looks stupid here. This is flat out just fucking stupid. Now again, the 9th and 10th seed. It was a romp. The Pacers 144, Hornets 117, and again, Michael Jordan is the GOAT, the greatest of all time as a player. But damn, his teams suck at making the playoffs. They've been in the playoffs maybe 3 times, I think, since he's on the team, and won like 3 playoff games total in his decade plus of owning the team. This is a joke. Jordan, it is okay. I'm talking to you, Michael Jordan. It is okay to admit that you need help. You need a lot of help to picking the right players in the draft because you just don't know what you're doing. LaMelo Ball may come out good. Please, let's look at your track record. Frank Kaminsky. There was other really good players there, not Frank Kaminsky. Do we need to get on Kwame Brown? There was definitely other good players there. If you wanted a big, you should have went the Pau Gasol route. Maybe a dumb decision on who you ended up with Kwame Brown there, and also because you berated that little kid and tormented him. That's probably why he also didn't do as good as he could have. Look, the Hornets are garbage. I'm glad they're not in the tournament, and I'm glad they're eliminated. They're straight garbage. It's cool that you got LaMelo Ball. You still got to get more. You're not playoff worthy yet. You're just not. You're not Charlotte. You're not Charlotte. You're not Charlotte, you're not. Let's move on. Now, we got other playing tournaments, playing games. The winner, the loser of this one, it comes on first tonight. Goes home. You got the Spurs and the Grizzlies. Honestly, I'm probably going to take. I might take the Grizzlies here. Yeah, I would take the Grizzlies, and I'm rooting for the Grizzlies because they actually have a winning record here. Spurs, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs. You are 6 games below 500. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see a 10th seed. I might be forced with the Grizzlies, but at least they're. Let's see. They are 1 game behind the Warriors with the 8th seed. That makes. I think the Lakers beat the Warriors tonight. And you know what? I might be okay with the Grizzlies and Warriors because technically, if it goes down how I pick it, the Grizzlies win tonight. They'll be 39 and 34. And if the Lakers beat the Warriors tonight, they'll be 39 and 34. The Warriors will. So technically, for the 8 seed matchup, which I have, this is if it goes the way I say, I'm okay with the outcome of that one this one time because the records are exactly the same, and the winner goes in, the loser goes home. I'm okay with that one. That's my only exception for this. That is my only exception for this playing crap this year for right now. Next year, get rid of this shit. Get rid of this fucking bullshit. Now, I do believe that this is just how I'm going to say it's going to go. I will take the Grizzlies. 110 to 95. I'll have them win 110 to 95, 15 points. I will take the Lakers. $121 to 104. I think Steph still plays great though, but I just don't think the firepower. I think it's too much. I think AD, LeBron, and I think a third player that ain't named Kuzma is gonna have a big game. And honestly, it could still be. I don't know, but I got the Lakers in that one. Now these NBA playoffs, I'm not as excited for it to be honest, because I think we all know that we see the writing on the wall. I mean, dude, there's like maybe 4 or 5 teams that have a chance at the title. Would really, in my opinion, I think there's only 2 seeds in the East, 3 in the West. Nets, Sixers. That's it. That's it in the East. That's it. You can throw out Milwaukee all you fucking want. The fuck out of here. They're not a half-court team. They're a regular season team. The way Giannis plays, it works really awesome for the regular season. It works entirely against him for the postseason. And it's going to continue. Better luck next year, Bucks. Maybe set your team to succeed for the playoffs because Giannis, this is what I need you to understand. And I'm going to be brutally honest. Your play style, You need to make it more about Middleton. Run it through Middleton in the postseason. See what happens. Let Middleton take the reins during the postseason. His play is more towards postseason. Yours is not. You're going to have to play differently, Giannis. You're not a postseason player. The way your style plays does not match well at all with how the postseason play is. It's a half court game, has been for many, many long years whenever it gets to the playoffs. That is not your game. Your game is up and down the court. And full speeds and stuff. That's not what's gonna happen, and teams ain't gonna let you do that in the playoffs. I'm just being brutally honest here. I know a lot of y'all love Giannis, but guess what? Truth hurts fucking sometimes. And Giannis, you're garbage when it comes to the playoffs. You're not that good. Your shooting percentages are way down from the regular season. You miss a lot of buckets, crucial moments, late in games, and everything else. You're just not the same person in the playoffs that you are in the regular season. And those are just facts. And until you figure out how you need to evolve to the way that people play defense in the playoffs, you are going to hold back your team every year in the playoffs. And your coaches and your management and your ownership should also notice this. If they don't, then they're fucking stupid, man. Now, could you? Yeah, you'd probably get out of the first round. Kudos to you, man. Kudos to you. That's about it. Because I definitely have the Nets, and whenever you meet up with the Nets, you're fucking done. In maybe 5 games, maybe 5. And watch, it's mainly going to be because of your play. I think I'm just predicting it's going to be because your play. The series that you all lose, it's going to be because of your play, and because you're forcing bad shit that you think that you're forcing your regular season shots, regular season shit that you no longer can't get. It's going to be the same old music, same old song. Now in the West, I do think. Look, I think like I said, I still have the Lakers, making it, and they'll play the Suns. Both of those teams in that series have a chance at the title, to be in the championship game, in my opinion. Um, and look, I there's one other team I'm not sleeping on entirely. I'm just not going to sleep on them, and this is my opinion. I don't think the Jazz are going to go. I don't. I just don't see it. It's in my opinion. I don't think the Jazz. But if I had to pick another seed, and I know this may sound crazy, and you all can debate me if you want, but maybe Portland could sneak through there. All you need is the right players, and you know what I'm talking about. But a right duo, not just one player. And Damian Lillard is the one I'm talking about here. But CJ McCollum, if they both snap into it, not snap out of it, but snap into it and snap into playoff mode and play it through both at the potential, the Blazers got a hobbled Lakers team. They're not 100%. So let's say, because I do have the Blazers beating the Nuggets, mainly because Murray's out, and I think that's going to be crucial. Yes, I think the Joker is going to go off in the series, but it's not gonna be able to um, my opinion, it's not going to be able to hold off Lillard and company. So I have that 6 seed beating that 3 seed Denver in the first round. I think it might go 6. I don't think it even touches 7 games. So I got 6 seed Portland knocking out the Nuggets. Now the Lakers and Suns, because the Lakers ain't 100%, I'm going to take the Lakers. But this could be a 6 or 7 game series, guys. This ain't going to be no 4 or 5 games. This ain't going to be a sweep. And this ain't going to be 5 games. This is going to be a 6 or 7 game series. I'm mainly, giving Portland a chance here because I don't know if AD goes down at any point. He's been getting hurt a lot. He had a lot of different injuries this year. Just honestly, the Lakers to me with LeBron and AD have been a joke with their injuries this year. They've been suspect to me. That's just my opinion. You all may think whatever y'all want, but we also do know that before AD even came to the Lakers, he was injury prone. And if AD at any point cannot play in the second round for the Lakers, if the Lakers do beat the Suns, which I have them beating the Suns, and it's just LeBron, I think that's where Portland can finally leapfrog the Lakers there and take them out. And then right there they are in the Western Conference Finals. And in my opinion, if the Utah Jazz are there, I don't think that they'll beat Portland. I don't think they'll beat Portland. I don't think whoever is there between the Lakers, Suns, or Portland, either 3 of them, the Jazz ain't coming out of the West. I like the Suns better because they have, in my opinion, the better guards. CP3 is smarter, and Devin Booker is on another level. I would take Devin Booker over the Jazz guards. I really will. Yeah, Mike Conley, you're nice and stuff like that, but you're older. Okay, I get the whole Donovan Mitchell thing. I get it. Okay, cool beans. But to me, it's between and definitely guard play, CJ McCollum and Dame Lillard. Man, get out of here. Mitchell ain't on that level yet. You're not on that level yet. You're on the rise, but you're not on that level yet. And you're not even on Booker's level yet. You're more like a slasher and attacker. You're not really a better, to me, you're not a better shooter than a lot of these guards that could be coming to the Western Conference Finals to meet you if you all meet there. You're just not. Devin Booker to me, man, whenever he's on, he can drop a 50 bomb. We know Donovan Mitchell can, but also in the playoff series last year, I mean, look, that was great and all, but I don't really see you doing that again like that. Not right now. Not right now. I think, Portland, I think Lillard and McCollum would definitely try to lock him up. And I think they would play tight D on him. Would he still get 30, 35, 40? Yeah, but he wouldn't touch 50. He can still touch 30, 35, 40, somewhere around there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking that away from you, Donovan Mitchell. But 50-point playoff games, no, not against any of them. I don't see it. Especially the Lakers. I mean, the Lakers are a good defensive team still. I just don't see that. Now, like I said, the East, it's just Philly and the Nets. That is going to be your Eastern Conference Finals. Lock it in. Listen to me. Lock it in. Barring any serious injuries to key players, lock the series in. Okay? Lock it in. That's your Eastern Conference Championship game. Just lock it in. Now, that series could go 6, 7 games. Don't get me wrong. Now, so that's the playoffs right now. I'm waiting to see. And honestly, I think LeBron's been fine. I'm not even gonna lie. Listen to me, guys. I'm not a LeBron fan. I think I'm gonna say this. I'm a Laker. I'm a diehard Lakers fan. I love Kobe Bryant and Shaq, all the other greats. There's a lot of things I saw this year that I have disagreed with whenever it comes to LeBron. I am tired of this LeBron crap. I really am. I think he's a fake. I think he fake facade. I didn't like the way that he ran Kyrie, and you all can look however y'all want, but I mean, LeBron's two faced as fuck to me. Yeah, I'm talking about the LeBron James, the LeBron James, go James, go James. Uh, but yes, I am talking about Queen James because do I like a lot of what Michael Jordan did back in the day with punching Steve Kerr during the practice? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Um, but did his teammates say that he was ruthless in practice to try to bring out the best in the team and to make the team better and work harder and all that stuff? Yes, a lot of his old teammates said that he had that worked for them. Not all of them, but majority of them understood what Jordan's method of madness was. And some teams it works for them. Some teams are different. It works for them. Obviously, they win 6-0 in finals. Well, I'm not really going to bash Jordan. But is he a dick? Yes. In a lot of ways, Michael Jordan's a dick. But he's still the GOAT. He's my GOAT, and he is the GOAT, in my opinion. Now, I'm going to explain something of why I feel weird about LeBron this year. Go back to the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers finals history games. Just go through them. Okay, people. Remember whenever Kyrie went down? They lost. Do y'all remember when Kyrie went down in the playoffs? Here's stuff that you all may not know, or y'all may not have paid attention to what people were saying and what was being reported and all this other stuff, and what has even come out from some people since, and players and other players and stuff. I don't think LeBron's as loved as people think he is in the league. I think a lot of players also think he's fake as hell. Yes, they understand that he might be one of the greatest players of all time. They can't take that away from him, but he's fucking fake as hell. And why do you all say that? I'm gonna reiterate something, people. And I'm tired of people coming at me. And here's the thing. Come at me when you all do your own research and own study and read into what I'm saying. Look into it before you come at me talking stupid. LeBron was the one who left and went to Miami in free agency. He left. He left in a dumb circus way. He had to do it on national TV and all this other stuff and do a little my decision bullcrap circus show. And there are a lot of people that even say that like LeBron that even admit that was a circus. That was a circus stunt. He did not know that morning at breakfast. He's lying. A lot of people read through his bullshit that he was saying. So did I immediately, bro. You all were these Wade and Bosch and all, they were talking weeks before. Decision was made up days before special the decision. There's a lot about a lot of that's just that stuff, and everything he said during that. He is a bold-faced lying. Yes, has he done great stuff in his community? Yes, I'm not taking that away. Look, a lot of great players that people don't like. A lot of people didn't like Kobe, but he did a lot of amazing stuff for the city of LA and other families. And hell, even one of the coaches that passed away in the baseball coaches that passed away in the helicopter tragedy, um, he brought him there to help somebody out. So he helped a lot of people out too, but a lot of people didn't like him. Okay? And that's Charles' opinion. I'm not going to take it away. When he left, Kyrie was drafted number one. Whenever his rookie deal was done and he signed the extension, the Cavs ownership and everybody in that front office flat out told him, "This is your team. You're the face of the franchise going forward." Blah 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 blah. That's literally what they told him. And then days later, they signed LeBron James and brought him back. And the entire time, whenever LeBron came back there, he treated Kyrie like he was just a kid and a nobody. He picked on him and he tormented him every chance he had on the Cleveland Cavaliers throughout his entirety at the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's not forget the fact that yes, LeBron made one of the best blocking plays of all times in the finals. I'm not taking that away. But who made the shot to win it? Look back, you guys, before you all attack me. Who made the shot to take the lead and win Game 7? It was not LeBron James, because 9 times out of 10, it isn't LeBron James. Because he doesn't want that pressure. He always wants to put it on to the next best player on the team. And if they miss it, he doesn't take the blame. There's a lot of stuff that I see about LeBron James that I notice that isn't, to me, for years now, for so many years now, people have been saying he's the GOAT. There's a lot of things that he does that a GOAT, the greatest of all time, would never do. Yeah, I can understand you passing during the game, but whenever it's crunch time and it's at the bitter end, you didn't see Kobe trying to pull that shit. You see him trying to fall through for his team as the leader of the team. LeBron James, in so many ways, doesn't. Yes, he's one of the greatest. And yes, he has had amazing series and stuff like that. And yes, he has had some game when I'm not saying he hasn't. But he's also made more stupid plays towards the end than he has made good. A lot more. But here's one instance where you can tell. Go look back at the press conference whenever LeBron James first speaks out about Kyrie leaving. Look at how many times he said the kid. He kept calling Kyrie a kid. The motherfucker won a title with you. Motherfucker made the biggest shot, one of the biggest shots in NBA Finals history, and you still can't put respect on him. He said he called him the kid at least 20 fucking times, bro. These are facts, people. Now, I'm going to get on something, and why am I talking about this? It goes into the Lakers this year. This is why I'm telling the story, people. This is why I have a problem with LeBron. See, before the playoffs started, whenever Kyrie went down with his injury, and they lost the first time um, to the Warriors in the finals, and Kyrie was down. I believe Kevin Love was also out some games. I can't remember everything, but I do know Kyrie was out. LeBron knew for weeks, if not months, that he was hurt. And LeBron kept pushing him and telling him, we play through injury. If you can play, you play. Listen to what I just said. If you can play, you play. If you're hurt and you can still play, you play. If you're hurt and you can play, you can still play. For over a week, his guy, LeBron's guy, this isn't nobody, this is LeBron's guy, man. Main guy was saying he's going to be at this game. He's going to be at this game. He's going to be at this game. You had the Lakers, the entire organization. He was practicing his stuff, looked amazing, looked like LeBron James, looked great. And you have, I'll never be 100% again. I can't play. I'm calling this out right now. LeBron, the way that you came out in the game, then whenever you finally did play at the end of this regular season, the very end, you could have played. You could have played weeks before this. You're a hypocrite. That's one of my for y'all wanted to know for years now, and that's just one little story about while he was at the Cavs. That's just one little story, one little issue that I have with him. That's only the beginning issues that I have with him. You're a fucking liar, and you're a hypocrite, LeBron. You could have played, and the Lakers wouldn't even have to be in this playing tournament. See, here's my issue with you. You can you can debate what other players do, other key co-stars on your teams can do, and what they can't do. But when it comes to yourself, you do whatever the hell you fucking want to do. You could tell somebody else if they have a bum knee and a bum leg and you know it's hurt to keep pushing, and you keep pushing them. And you keep pushing them for you. And you got to follow this. You got to remember this. He ain't won a title yet for Cleveland like he promised. So you can push them to get what you want and to deliver your promise to your city that you came out of your own mouth. You can force them to deliver for you. But then in return, you can take off for your own team and for your teammates. If none of y'all have a problem with that, then what the fuck? If you're a GOAT, the GOAT, supposed GOAT, okay, people, you cannot be like that. You cannot be like that at all. That's one main reason why I don't like LeBron, and I definitely say the GOAT conversation is over, because whenever Jordan could play, and even whenever he's hurt, he fucking played, guys. He fucking played. And this is an era that was way tougher. You can get hit way harder without even getting a foul call. On top of today's soft ass league. Little Queen James. Queen James. Like I said, do your research before you come at me back. I have a major problem with LeBron this year. Next year, I honestly, I like AD. At some point, I want him traded. Bring me in another superstar. Yes, LeBron is getting older, but man, you could have came back sooner than that, man. I ain't lying. You could have came back sooner. Don't even come at me, LeBron. You could have came back at least a week sooner. 4 games sooner. Probably 2 weeks sooner. The fact that you can dictate star players to play with you, for them to get hurt, have surgeries and stuff, you can push them to the point of them having to have surgeries. But whenever it comes time to you to step up for the belt, you can take your sweet ass fucking time. But also do it on a max fucking contract. And I'll come back whenever. You're a bum. That's why I call you Queen James. You're a fucking bum. You're a prima donna. You're a liar. You're a hypocrite. And you're a fake and you're a fraud. The persona you put out there, none of this stuff I believe that comes out of his mouth. None of this crap that he spills. Most of the time, whenever he talks, I don't listen. Because I don't know what to ever believe out of his mouth. Ever. Ever. You can have all the stats in the world, LeBron. Good for you. But the way that you are and the way that you run teams, I don't agree with whatsoever. Behind the scenes, I think you're awful. And I think, you know what? I think a lot of people are on the wrong side. Because the owner of Cleveland Cavaliers, a lot of people may not like him, may not like how he is with LeBron. But if y'all ever stop to think with all the stuff that owner said against LeBron, he might be telling the truth, people. Y'all never stop to think that? He got to see how LeBron is on a day in, day in out basis. Do you honestly think an owner would want to give up millions of dollars and probably billions of dollars in revenue for having the greatest player on a team or not? Do you think he would want to berate him and push him further away from the organization for the next free agency? Do you truly think, unless he said some stuff that really was legit and accurate, I would never be an owner and deliberately do that unless it was true. I would not lose myself hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. I wouldn't do that. I would never cost myself that much. I just wouldn't. So to you, LeBron, you're a fraud. You're a fake. And why don't you go get your attitude checked? And why don't you apologize to Kyrie? Because truly, you need to apologize more than Kyrie needs to apologize to you. I think in a lot of ways, Kyrie's attitude issues is because of LeBron. It's because of LeBron. In a lot of ways, I wholeheartedly believe that. He was lied to in Cleveland. He was walked on in Cleveland. And almost every single bit of it had to do with LeBron. You could tell there was other moments. Like whenever he got interviewed and he said something about LeBron said something about like a father figure to Kyrie. Go see how Kyrie reacts. No, I only have one father. That's my dad. He says his name. And his facial expression said it all. He ain't that to me. Don't even come. You could tell whenever he was like, don't come at me with that again. Don't even do that. Kyrie, Kyrie and LeBron, like that was one of the most telling, and I'm glad it happened things, but also not so much for Kyrie because I wholeheartedly believe LeBron was definitely the villain, and those Cleveland teams with Kyrie, definitely the villain. Now, Yes, you can also throw at me, yeah, Kyrie, apologize publicly to LeBron. But in a lot of ways, I think he did it. Had nothing to do, really, truly, honestly, probably with LeBron. Not that much. It probably had to do with he needed to say that so he can try to get past the chapter of him and LeBron. I think is why he did that. I think he wanted to get past it. I think he wanted to close that chapter. Now, in Kyrie's on that, I don't believe everything on that either. I don't think he really wanted to apologize to LeBron. I don't think that he meant everything he probably said to LeBron, but he wanted, it's like counseling. He wanted to get past what the hell he went through with LeBron in Cleveland. And he wanted to put that behind him because he was now in Boston. He was on a different team, and he was trying to step up as that leader and stuff. But then, you know, Boston also, whenever Kyrie was injured and they were out, they were actually doing better. So also, I think what really honestly happened with him in Boston was they kept putting out there that they would play better without him. And then the team kind of probably felt the same way about Kyrie, and it just put him in a bad position with that organization, which is why it's good that he went to the Nets. Because I also believe that you had Jaylen Brown, you had Jason Tatum that thought that they were the leaders of the franchise and not Kyrie. I think that's whenever that stuff started creeping in. Not Kyrie's fault because he would be injured and he'd be out. But I think that's ultimately what happened in Boston, wholeheartedly. Now, do I don't know what the Lakers are going to do in these playoffs. Some people are picking them to come out of the West still. I don't know. I'm just telling you all, I don't know. It all does depend on if AD and LeBron can play. I don't like LeBron as a player, but he still is a great player. He is an all-time great player. He's just not the GOAT. He's still in my top five. He's not a GOAT. I still got to give him credit, even though I said all that stuff about him. He is a top five player all time. Can't take that away from him. That is his resume. His resume is his resume, and that's it. I can't take that away from him. I don't like the way he got there. I don't like how he created all these GOAT conversations for years now. Yeah. I forgot. LeBron, whenever you said after you beat, that 73-9 Warriors team, did you make that last shot? No. You made the block, but you did you make did you make no, you didn't make the shot? Okay. Yeah. If you made the shot, you could have had an argument, maybe. But you didn't make the shot on top of the block. Kyrie did. Kyrie saved your legacy. And that's the other thing of what I'm trying to say. On all these other teams, look at what his finals record should have been, people. Kyrie saved his legacy and saved his chip in Cleveland. Who, and I dare anybody to argue this, who saved the chip against the Spurs? It wasn't Chris Bosh. It wasn't Dwayne Wade. It wasn't LeBron. It was definitely 1,000,000% Ray Allen in the corner hitting that three. You take away those two championships, you tell me, is he the GOAT? You take away those two big shots at towards the very end of those finals games, clinching finals game, elimination game. What's his record in the finals? If those two plays never happened, tell me, people, what's his record? Would you all sit up here and say he's the GOAT? What I'm saying is LeBron gets all the credit and all the praise. Why can't he get any of the blame? Why can't he get why can it never be the other way? Because a lot of ways it's not. It's definitely not fair for his team. LeBron's teammates are treated way unfairly whenever compared to LeBron. That's what I have a major problem with. You all parade LeBron when you definitely should parade Ray Allen, and you definitely should have paraded Kyrie. Whether y'all like this or not, I don't care. That's just my opinion. And I'm stating facts here, people. You all can debate me all y'all want on this, but I'm stating facts. Like I said, go look it up before you come at me. Go do your research before you come at me. Like LeBron, you could have came back weeks ago. Depending on how this playoff goes, and I'm looking straight at you. Depending on how this playoff goes, I'm not gonna let you escape. If we get eliminated first, second round, you take the blame. Because I'm telling you, your own guy, your best friend, for weeks was saying that you were going to play this game, you were ready, all this stuff, and you still didn't play. The team was saying that you were ready. I'm not going to let you keep escaping the blame. If you all get eliminated, y'all don't win, it's on you because you caused the skid when you could have been out there. If you would have been out there for 2 weeks, they would not be the 7th seed. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. The Lakers would not be the 6th seed. They might even have fought and been the 5th seed. And we could have even had Clippers Lakers in the first round. I don't know. Are the Lakers scared to play the Clippers and the Clippers scared to play the Lakers? I don't know. People, let me know. Are we scared to play each other in the first round early in the playoffs? What's going on here? I feel like both teams were trying to stay away from each other in the first round. You all can call me whatever, you all can say whatever, but that's just what it feels like, especially the Clippers and their last 2 games. What a joke. What a joke. You ain't telling me that wasn't tanking. That's the definition in the NBA of flat out tanking. Was the LA Clippers and what the hell they did towards the very end of the regular season. You all straight up tanked, bro. And you all should be disgusted with yourselves. I hate teams that tank. But yeah, I did say I did. Last year, Dallas Cowboys, my football team, I would have. In a lot of ways, I would have preferred them to tank last year. We could have got a higher pick, but whatever. Hell, they could have probably got a top 3 pick. Anyway, I didn't care because I knew how bad our defense was. Jesus Christ, I knew we weren't going nowhere. But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't have been mad if they started like what 2-7. I wouldn't have been mad if they would have just lost out because that would have put us at what top 3 picks. Because, like I said, I knew that team could not win anything in the playoffs because that was a abysmal defense last year for my Cowboys. Offensively, they could have done some things, but not on defense. But teams like that, even losing teams, they still keep fighting. I have more respect for Russell Westbrook because he kept fighting to push and push and push to that play in and try to make the playoffs. Okay, and it was he got them pushed all the way up to the 8th seed. They should be in the playoffs, not even in the play-in tournament crap. They should be in. I don't like this play-in crap. But LeBron James, like I said, that's why I have more respect. You took games off, several games off when you could have played. Russell Westbrook, he gave his team his all. LeBron James, this is my main issue. You don't. You don't. There's so many times in crunch time, you don't. And those are just facts. I don't want to hear people throwing out, oh, he's this many years old. Yeah. Whenever people are saying that you were ready to go weeks prior, you were ready to go, man. We also know how LeBron functions. Since he's been the best player in the league, he runs the organization. The organization has never ran him. Don't even act like it's the other way around. Don't even go there. He tells what players he wants. He has on every team. He has this agency where he signs NBA players, other players, and stuff, and he makes money being agents and all that stuff. He has Caldwell Pope through his agency, AD through his agency. Like he will make sure he gets some players that he wants on his team, and the front office will cave no matter what. He will also get them more money. He doesn't care about the team salary cap, people. Don't ever think that he did. He's not a team player kind of guy. He's a me guy. Wholeheartedly a me guy. But yet y'all want to bash Jordan for being that when LeBron is the definition of that as well. Both him and Jordan were me guys. Don't get me wrong. Both of them were. But you all act like LeBron's not and Jordan was. Dude, get the fuck out of here. I'm not listening to that goddamn argument because he is too. Now, I have the Lakers winning tonight. They shouldn't even be in this position because of LeBron. But I'm going to tell you what, LeBron, since you put him in this position and he took longer whenever I'm telling you, you could have came back. I'm telling you, you could have been back. And they would have been a higher seed, in my opinion, no doubt. You better come through for your team. I want to see your leadership on that court, and I want to see you push them to clinch the 7th seed. If not, I'll be on here to attack you, not your teammates, you. You need to get your comeuppance too, not everybody else on your team. You always put the blame on other people, never yourself. And I'm tired of that. And I'm tired of the league doing that. Why don't y'all go back to last year? Remember during they were going to potentially have the lockout and not do the playoffs during the COVID thing? Why don't you go and listen and react to whenever players were upset with how he was talking in those meetings? LeBron James. I got things to back my ass up and to back up what the hell I'm saying, people. It was all me. And he offended a lot of players. Not a couple, a lot of players he offended them and rubbed them the wrong way in that meeting. There's a lot of things of why I'm saying what I'm saying about LeBron and why I can't stand his fake ass. Because even last year in that meeting, he tried to get the league, the entire league, to do what he wanted. Motherfucker tried to take over and debate what the whole league would do. The fuck, man. Now, you all can say stuff in the comment section. I will chat back whenever I can. I do want to say thank you all for tuning in. I hope that y'all hit the like and subscribe button. Please do hit the subscribe button. It does help my algorithm. It does help me out. I'm trying to use this as a future way of second income for this house and maybe eventually a main income in this house because I don't know what my future holds right now, especially with my wife and everything she's going through. and I will continue to try to make content when I can. But my mind is in a lot of ways. My mind has been focused on other things, and I ain't gonna lie. I've been playing the hell out of video games because video games take my mind off stuff, and that's one of the main reasons why I kept playing the hell out of video games. Took my mind off of that, and I've been told to go get her a second and third opinion, which I think we're gonna do, because a lot of people say that you know the way they word it and wait 6 months. Doctors want you to develop it so where then they can make a shit ton of money off of you. I ain't trying to have that. I'm not trying to have my wife end up with the cancer and then they'll be able to treat it and then just make her become their money bank. I'm not gonna let anybody use my wife like that ever. So she's gonna see more doctors and we're gonna try to find the right doctor that can, if it is there, get rid of it before it even starts. I don't even want to see a stage one. I want it to stay on stage zero, the fuck you stage with cancer. So yeah, I'm not gonna deal with this bullshit. I'm gonna do I got other stuff on my plate. But yes, if y'all could just please like and follow. I appreciate y'all watching the videos. But yeah, please spread the word of the channel. Also, I'm still figuring out how to add some stuff. Hopefully, I think I have other links on here as well. I do have a Twitch on there. It is Rocky Sports Talk Sheet, all one word, lowercase. That is my Twitch account. You can follow me on there. I do stream different games, all the way from like Fortnite, 2K, NBA 2K21. I even did some Red Dead 2 for the first time in a little while. I'm going to be doing some other games. I do, Warzone, Call of Duty. I do all kinds of different games, so y'all can follow me on there, and we can chat from time to time on there as well. And also, the cool thing is that I do also try to play some games with my followers. So I will try to interact that way. Also, you can find me on Twitter at Rocky Sports, ROCKEY Sports. I do put some of my stuff on there, and I do tweet every once in a while. But like I said, some of this stuff it's going to be on hold a little bit here and there, just because I do have a lot of stuff on my mind. I'm not gonna lie. I'm being honest with y'all, and I'm being open with y'all right now. So um, like I said, y'all can attack some of my opinions. That's cool and all, but just please just be respectful with it and keep it PG. And whenever y'all do attack it, like I have no problem. Um, I've had people come on here and politely just say why they think other, and that's cool. And I'll even tell them like, thank you for your comment. You have your opinion, I have mine. Kudos. I like your point also. I can go that route. And I'll do that with everybody. Just be considerate and good about it. Um, but yeah, hopefully I will see you guys again on here. Like I said, please hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and the like button. Hopefully I see you all again. I'm gonna probably I might even do a video later on because I'm gonna be talking again about the NFL and stuff like that. There was an NFL player that was released whenever he got injured, and they released him. He was working out for the season, and him and his $10+ million from the Denver Broncos got taken away because he got hurt away from the stadium, which they say the stadiums ain't safe right now. They don't want them in there, but yet you get hurt away and you are working out for getting ready for the season coming up, and yet you get cut for it. So I'm going to debate how that is unfair and why the NFL Player Association needs to attack the Denver Broncos. And if they're going to cut him, they need to pay him his contract. And I might be making a video about that later because I do. And I will say this, that is not right. So that's all in a nutshell. It's not right what Denver did there. So thank y'all for tuning in. Till next time, thank y'all, everybody. Peace out.